who said, Tom, you Americans, you live, you have to understand, we Singaporeans, we live in a small thatched hut with no doors and no windows. We feel every change of breeze. We feel every change of temperature, and we have to respond to it. You Americans live in a brick house with central heating. You don't seem to feel anything. But that house is cracking, and the roof is leaking, and we do need to feel what's going on outside. And the biggest thing that's actually going on outside is that the world is going from connected to hyper-connected. That's actually the biggest thing going on in the world today. I wrote a book in 2004. Work began in 2004 called The World is Flat. And as we started to work on this book, I began to realize something. I called Michael one day and I said, "No, Michael, I just took down the first edition of The World is Flat. And I looked in the index under F. And Facebook isn't in it. So when I declared the world is flat, Facebook didn't exist. Twitter was a sound. The cloud was in the sky. 4G was a parking place. LinkedIn was a prison. Applications what you sent to college. And for most people, Skype was a typo. All of that happened in just the last 6 years. All that happened since I said the world is flat. So the world isn't just flat. Oh, we've gone from flat world 1.0 to flat world 2.0. We've gone from connected to hyper-connected. So when I wrote the world is flat, I said we've connected Boston and Bangalore. The world is flat. Well, now we've connected Boston, Bangalore, and Cerise. See, where's Cerise? Cerise is a town 90 miles to the interior with 90,000 people, all of whom, thanks to smartphones, are now on the grid, competing, connecting, and collaborating with your kids and mine. Or to put it in Middle East terms, when I wrote The World is Flat, we connected Detroit and Damascus. Now we've connected Detroit, Damascus, and Dara. Where's Dara? Oh, Dara is the dusty Syrian border town on the Syrian-Jordanian border where the Syrian uprising began, where they've been feeding out flip cam video, text, and cell phone pictures, spurring the Syrian revolution from Dara. So what does all of this mean, that the fact that the world is getting hyper-connected? I was in India in October 2010. An Indian newspaper, the Hindustan Times, ran a news item that caught my eye. It reported that a Nepali telecommunications firm had just started providing 3G mobile network service at the summit of Mount Everest, the world's tallest building. The story noted that this will allow thousands of climbers and trekkers who throng the region every year access to high-speed internet and video calls using their mobile phones. Michael and I said to each other, can you imagine all these people calling home saying, "Mom, you'll never guess where I'm at." Well, that's one thing it means. Another thing it means, a little item in the New York Times a few months ago, said that Grinnell College, small liberal arts college in central Iowa, where my mother-in-law went to school, 1,600 students, that this year, 10% of the applications to Grinnell College came from China. 10% of the applications to Grinnell College came from China, and half of those, 50%, had perfect 800s on their math SATs. So what's actually going on in this hyper-connected world is that the whole global curve, if the world was being graded on a curve, the curve is rising. Every employer has access now to more software, more automation, more robots, and not just cheap labor, but cheap genius that can deliver above average returns.